Hello, welcome to Clinical Solutions week 3 and 4. So I'm so excited because I'm at week 3, which means I get to change the step in my process a little bit. So here's the thing, guys, just as a reminder, this retinization process was put together and developed by our team of dermatologists and scientists for a reason, because this is our first products in the cosmetic field or realm. Sorry, I'm a little tired, right? And so this is really taking it to the next level. And so we need to make sure that our skin has time to adjust to the high level of retinol that is in this clinical solution set. So that is the reason, again, behind the retinization process and the gradual increase and change in the way that we apply the product. So first 2 weeks, we did 1 pump of the retinol mixed with the 1 pump of the facial milk, but you can always add more as needed. Now weeks 3 and 4, we're going to do 1 pump of this followed by the facial milk. So at first we're diluting it. Now we're letting it go by itself, and then we'll start to increase in week 5 and 6 as well. Okay, so just stick out the course. I know it's like we all want instant gratification. I know I did do as well, but then I'm like, wow, I'm already at week 3 of applying. So I'm excited. So no matter what, it's always going to be 1 pump. So again, as a reminder, I cleansed already. You want to wait 5 to 10 minutes after you cleanse before you do the retinol, because we want to let our skin's natural oils start to kind of come back up to the surface a little bit. It just helps to prevent any dryness, irritation, and any of those side effects that do come along with using a high concentrated retinol product. So it's all for your skin's benefit. Okay, so I already cleansed. It's been well past 10 minutes. I've already applied my eye cream as well. So on the nights that you're using your retinol, make sure you do your eye cream before it, okay? But I've done nothing else. Apart from that, the retinol comes first, before my serums, before my night cream, and all that, okay? So you've cleansed, check. You've waited 5 to 10 minutes, check. You've done your eye cream, check. Now you're good to go ahead and do your retinol. So go ahead and grab it out. Here it is. I'm going to do 1 pump in my fingertip, and that's it. It's like perfectly, I press all the way down and that's what comes out, okay? And you see it kind of has a little of like a yellowish tint, and then dab it around your skin. Now I'm going to look in my mirror instead of my computer just so I can actually see better. Okay, so I dab it around, and then I'm going through and doing small upward and outward circles. Now, remember, if you're experiencing any negative side effects or extra dryness or redness or flakiness, one, it's normal. Okay, so remember that. It's completely normal. But two, reach out to me if you have any kind of concern, because I can help you through it. I can give you some guidance. We can talk through it. We can figure it out. But also use the facial milk. That is your best friend during this process. Now, I actually haven't felt the need to do it in these first couple of weeks. I may have used it extra like 1 or 2 days, but I'm not sure if that might have just been winter dryness or if it was because of the retinol. But I haven't found my skin be very irritated. However, I will say, remember the compatibility guide that was provided with this as well, right? So there's certain products you shouldn't be using right now during the retinization process. Those are any of your exfoliators, the Clear Proof set in general, the peels, your vitamin C and E serum because of the high level of vitamin C in there, the Skin Vigorate brush. But I'm going to admit that I actually did use the Skin Vigorate brush for my first week for the first couple of days because I love my Skin Vigorate brush. I can't imagine cleansing without it. And I was like, let me just try it. And then I kind of forgot and whatever. But then I did notice that the one day my skin started to feel a little, it wasn't like red or super irritated or anything, but I don't know, it just felt a little extra something. And I was like, uh-oh, maybe it was the Skin Great brush. So I listened and I have not used it since, and I haven't had a problem. So make sure you're following the instructions. Even me, I know I can't believe I'm admitting that, but it is what it is, right? Like I said, I love my brush. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll be okay. but I switched it and now I have not been using it. So, okay, so I applied the retinol. Now I'm going back with my facial milk. And again, I actually just put like 2 pumps in there. You can use more than 1 pump, right? But they say 1 of each. So we're following it up though. Now this does not replace your moisturizer. Okay, so this is really intended to calm and soothe the skin during the retinization process, but it does not replace your moisturizer. But what's nice about this is if you do feel, you know, on a certain day, all of a sudden you get more dry or flakiness or whatever, you can even apply this over makeup. So don't forget that. This is definitely your best friend. Okay. And that's it. So now after your facial milk, you'll go ahead and move forward with the rest of your skincare routine. So that'll be any serums that you do have, not your vitamin C and E serum, but let's say maybe your lifting serum or your tone correcting, perhaps pore minimizer, whatever, and then your night cream. But you've already done your eye cream. Okay, so just remember that, keep that in mind. And next week it'll be the same thing for week 4. So 1 pump of the retinol followed by the facial milk. And let me know of any side effects or any questions. And don't forget to take your pictures. And I should have mentioned this before, right? You can even take one right now. But take your pictures every week so that you can track your progress, because that's when you're going to get really excited when you look back and see how it's changed over, the weeks. It's going to be phenomenal, because when things happen gradually, we don't tend to notice them as much. But when you can like look back through the pictures, you're like, wow. So I'm really excited. And I'm super pumped to be on week 3. So before you know it, we're going to be halfway through. Before you know it, we're going to be at the end and our skin is going to be totally different. So I'm super excited. Let me know what you're thinking so far.